Hello everyone, Mimikins here. Capcom have released more information regarding the new upcoming game Monster Hunter Rise, both at the recent Game Awards and their website. It's shaping up nicely. The release date is on the 26th of March 2021 for Nintendo Switch, and if you pre-order you can get these cute skins for your Palico and Palamute. There have been leaked reports that Rise is also coming to PC at a later date. While I have no way to determine how credible the source is, there was a data breach at Capcom in November and some of the information shared has been accurate, like the demo coming in January. What I can say for sure is that this game is going to be exclusive for the Switch for the foreseeable future, but I'm keeping my eye out for any information from an official source. It will be interesting to see what the game feels like to play in January, with the demo coming to Nintendo Switch for fans to try out. The new setting for Rise, the Kimura village, gives you much more freedom than previous Monster Hunter games. You can use mounts in the village, use wire bugs to scale the buildings, and interact with other players, making it feel much livelier. You can play in local co-op and also online if you have a Nintendo Switch subscription, which costs around £18 or $20 per year and comes with its own range of benefits. We have a whole new range of NPCs who will aid us on our journey. It feels a little more personal this time round as we know their names and a little bit about them. Fujin is the village elder, big-hearted and heroic. He is the unshakable pillar of Kimura, keeping up morale in the midst of the Rampage attacks. He is a formidable warrior who used to be known throughout the land as one of the best hunters, and his longsword skills are second to none. Hinoa serves as the mediator for village quests. She has a twin sister who handles quests at the Gathering Hub. Her gentle nature and irrepressible smile make her a sun that brightens the entire village. Her smile brings hope to everyone, even amidst the perils of the Rampage. She considers the main character to be practically family and does whatever she can to help. Bunny dango are her favourite food, and so she can be frequently found at the tea shop stuffing her face. Yomogi works at the tea shop in Kimura village. She is always cheerful and full of energy. She can be quite of a scatterbrain, but she always puts forth her best efforts on everything. She is very proactive in helping hunters on their quests as well. The bunny dango she makes are the village's specialty, and a popular product throughout the land. They're chock full of nutrients, so don't forget to grab some before you go out on a hunt. Hamon is the village's blacksmith who used to be a prolific hunter, prowling the fields with Fujin the Elder. He doesn't talk much and he's quite obstinate, but his desire to protect the village is true, and he will spare no expense to craft the best gear he can to keep everyone safe. He also has a kind-hearted grandson who takes care of buddies. A mysterious peddler who likes to cover his face with a piece of cloth. He has a peaceful personality and is always polite to his customers, making him a popular figure around the village. He does his own part in protecting Kimura from the Rampage. If you need any items to help you on your hunts, pay a visit to the mysterious merchant Kagero. He sometimes holds a sale as well as running a lottery. The lottery grants you prizes depending on how lucky you are. You can play the lottery once per sale or a maximum of 3 times per day if you use an amiibo. Kimitsu sells candy apples in Kimura village. Thanks to her innocent and courageous personality, everyone in the village treats her with affection. There's a new pet to help you out on quest, the Kahoot. Kahoots are popular pets in Kimura, beloved for their affectionate and clever nature. Apart from providing some much needed comfort for hunters, they also help out on quests by showing the position of monsters. In between quests you can dress them up in fancy outfits, so make sure to give them the daily attention they deserve. We also find out a little more about Rampage, which is a catastrophic event where countless monsters attack the village all at once. People have lived in fear of it since ancient times, but nobody knows why it occurs. Kimura has fallen victim to this phenomenon numerous times as well, and especially the Rampage that happened 50 years ago that came close to wiping out the entire village. The villagers are training day in day out to prevent this tragedy from reoccurring. and they have built a sturdy stronghold to prepare for the next invasion. It's going to give players an opportunity to play with all the heavy siege weapons. There's a few new contraptions here that I'm excited to try out and find out what they do. We might get a chance to experience this frenzied rampage and utilise the siege equipment shown to fend off waves of attacking monsters in the January demo. Whether this will be implemented in a fun and meaningful way or just ends up being a gimmick remains to be seen, but I'm looking forward to such a game mode being added to the Monster Hunter franchise. We also have some footage of the new Locale, the Flooded Forest, a dense region of deep dark green. Due to a constant flow of water, the majority of this forest has become submerged. The eye-catching ruins here can be scaled by using the wirebug. On top of the monsters they've showcased before, there's two new and returning monsters. Somnicath, a formidable aquatic serpent that crests on moonlit nights. Likely why it's often been mistaken for a mermaid. Despite its appearance, it's extremely aggressive and tolerates no trespassers on its turf. It expels an intoxicating sleep powder from an organ on its neck, knocking out prey before it can resist. Beshatan, a monster with a distinctive tail. While omnivorous, it has a preference for fruit, and keeps various fruits with all kinds of effects in its belly pouch. An incredibly curious beast, it enjoys playing tricks on people, and has been seen to bat fruit at its prey using its tail. Royal Ludroth, a larger male form of the regular Ludroth. Royal Ludroth uses their sponge-like mane to absorb water and keep from drying out on land. Once the sponge loses moisture, they will seek out water to recover. They also spew mucus to trip up their prey. Great Roggy, a larger form of the regular Roggy. Roggy are bird wyverns that travel in packs that are led by the largest and most toxic member. Be careful when one raises its head and its poison sac expands. That signals that it's about to spit a cloud of poisonous mist. Of course, it wouldn't be a Capcom trailer without a hint of a new monster. In this clip here we can see an electrical attack along with a roar. It's got to be Kezu making a return. This monster is really creepy. Kezus are nearly blind and tracked by smell. They use electricity to paralyze their prey. Endemic Life is going to play a big part in Rise. These are creatures which live in each biome. They can offer the hunter various boons which can be described as a benefit or a buff. Permabuffers increase your status until the end of a quest. We have the Spirit Bird here, a small species of bird that increases your health, stamina, attack or defense until the end of a quest. The extent of the increase as well as the duration is dependent on the Petalus you have equipped. The Petalus is a new piece of equipment in Monster Hunter Rise. It's a bracelet made of a plant known as a sending sprig, and it can be equipped just like a weapon or a piece of armour. The pollen Spiribirds carry with them attaches to the Petalus, enveloping the hunter in a sweet, energising fragrance that grants a permanent status boost until the end of a quest. There are various types of Petalus. Some are likely to raise your attack, others are more likely to raise your maximum health for instance. Pick the type that best suits your needs. There's a small clip on the Twitter feed of these birds in action. You simply walk through them. Capcom has said they wanted to reward hunters that take the time to explore each map. There's also Endemic Life called Hunting Helpers that can be captured and used as items. We have a Stink Mink here. This is a type of weasel that releases a special smoke-like pheromone when used, allowing it to attract nearby large monsters. Use it to lure one large monster towards another, causing a turf war. You can hold up to 5 hunting helpers in your helper cage, from where you will be able to use them as items until the end of the quest. Ensnaring Life imparts helpful effects when hunting monsters. Gigana, a species of carnivorous fish that goes absolutely wild when you give them raw meat. Any monster or hunter nearby is bound to get swept up in their ferociously voracious behaviour, taking damage in the process. Temp buffers grant temporary boons. A cloth fly is a butterfly that releases a cloud of dust when it's disturbed. This dust contains a component that has a tightening effect on human skin. temporary increasing defense. In addition to all of these, Capcom said there's going to be many more types of Endemic Life to discover, so make sure you use them on your hunts. I'm excited to get my hands on Monster Hunter Rise. There seems to be quite a lot of depth and customization options available that I wasn't expecting. As much as I was deflated about support for world ending, I knew it was inevitable that they'd want to work on a version for the new consoles. I'm happy to see that Monster Hunter Rise is shaping up to be far more than just a gap filler until the next gen Monster Hunter game. Thanks for watching, please support the channel by liking and subscribing, and I'll see you next time.